Kenneth Height, servant to the true order and celebrated repudiator of the false. Oh, Erdtree, grant me succor. Ah, you've come to... Well, that's... No. Despite appearances, nobility is no... You might have heard of me. Kenneth Height. Next in line is the rightful Untarnished. I want you to take a Knight Commander from Stormvale took it. What are you waiting for? My fort lies to the south, beyond the... Oh, I see. You fret not. The great Kenneth Height, the celebrations will be... I've been waiting for you with... Did you manage to recapture my... Oh, excellent news. Just wonderful. And well done, my friend. Well done in... I knew I was right to trust you. Now, here's your reward. Go ahead. It's all... Right then. Time for me to head to... I've much to do. First, I'll have to re-establish community... What's that look? You don't... Well, under the Erdtree, even the vulgar shall... Which is why I, Kenneth Height, just you watch, my friend. Ah, yes. Would you like to enter? I see bright things in your future, stout. Enter into my service and learn the working. And who knows? Perhaps... What say you? Very well, very well. I knew I shall await you. We shall hold the ceremony for your knighting there. I see great things ahead of us. We are... Ah, you, is it? I suppose you must have seen it by now, yes. The Surrey state. Oh, indeed, it is a foul fate for a land to be without a ruler. One must be found, the true and stalwart lord of the... I'm sorry to have lifted you, but I haven't the authority to raise you to knighthood as things stand. The great Kenneth Height issues his sincerest apology. Now, I must begin my search for a true and stalwart lord of the proper lineage to take the reins of...
Well, who do we have here? Tarnished, are you? Clearly not one of... I am Nepheli Lu. Tarnished, I'm here by decree of my father. How utterly repellent this is. This grafting of Godric's ill befits a lord. He's tainted the very winds. If you intend, I ask you call upon me. The winds run foul. I'm certain for...
What a pathetic excuse for a lord you were. Craven to the bone. Oh, this wee guy bloody does. I tell you though, what goes, he had an ugly heart.
You again. I thought you'd receive a summons to the Round Table. Nepheli Lu. I'm glad to see you here. I found it in Godric's grafting ground. You defeated him. Make good use of it. I don't intend to make a... Ah, yes. I wonder if you've met... He's in his study, if you haven't already. Father is leader of the Round Table. I'm sure talking to him will be what... Oh, it's you. Well, I witnessed a sight, the oppression of a waking nightmare. But this time, and though the suffering cannot be undone, justice to the oppressors, let the scars I carve remind them.
Well, did you not realize? Perhaps I'll give you some. I'd like you to find a woman called Nepheli to administer. Even you can do that much. Good. Now I shall hand over. Find Nepheli and ensure she drinks. I expect glad tidings.
You've received the wisdom of the two fingers, have you? Then I bid you well. I am known as Gideon Ofnir. As a tarnished who wishes to stand before the Elden, I am accumulating. You now belong to... You'll be after more great runes. Then as you're the inheritors, we of the round, Godric the Grand, General Radahn, Praetor Rykard, Morgoth, and you'll still be after... You've all... Indeed. It seemed the whelp harbored suspicions, so I had no further use, honestly. What a determined plebeian is more wicked than an omen horn, quite frankly. I suspect that's just what a dose of ambition. Is that potion what I think it is, bloody SELUVIS? I suppose he's up to... Oh, I won't interfere. You go, the Round Table has no code to speak of. But, would you rather hand that potion to me? And good. I'll dispose. You go and see SELUVIS, but don't give anything. Just tell him that you tricked your market. Despite knowing next to blood his inevitable display of arrogance.
Ah, so you made Nepheli drink the... Well done. You are a... Very well. Then you should... Knowledge of the sorcerer? I doubt much of it. If you put your mind... You wish to be... Well? So, you had Nepheli drink... Then perhaps... It's concocted from the finest ingredients, but... I may have expected too much of her to begin with.
say that. Father has all, and now... Is that ash? I can smell the ancient storm in it. My thanks. I'm not like Roderica. Still, it reminds me of my first hawk. Thank you. In this... It's been some time. I must thank you. I told Father I would be with him no longer. I remembered the vow I took when I first became a warrior. So this land is much like the one from which I hail. I will call upon the storm to drive away the foulness that...
Ah, nice to see you after so safe and sound, I take it, yes? Ah, quite. I have indeed selected a new ruler. Lady Nepheli, such is the sincere opinion of I. For the time being, I share command of the castle with my lady. But I plan on return, at which time I can fulfill my old promise by raising you to the glory of knighthood. I hope it is just as wonderful as you.
Again, I am Nepheli. Some call me by the title of Lady, but I remain the same, though I have now abandoned my former guidance. I cannot express how much you've helped me. Should you, I would gladly lighten your burden.
Ah, haven't seen your mug. As you can see, I'm the new Lady. Freedom was worth it. Besides, I like Lady Nepheli, still fair of heart and... Still, so I can loot. I'll let you...
Farewell, fellow. I will remain to summon the storm, but your guidance and your fight surely lie elsewhere.